Yo, what's good, meatheads? Hope you're having an amazing day, and welcome to another episode of the Meathead on the Mic podcast. It's your boy, the returning champion, IFBB PRO, Matt Butali, and today we're going to be talking about a cool topic. It's not really cool. Some of you guys are going to get annoyed by me bringing this up because of how tedious it is and how often you probably think about it. Okay, this has to do a lot with discipline. Today's episode is sort of going to be centered around a discipline. It will be centered around giving y'all a little bit of tough love, but it's the conversation that you need to hear, not the one that you want to hear. All right. We will be talking about and breaking down the meaning of I don't have time. Okay. We're going to be talking about that. I don't have time and how that connects to the lack of effort that you put in for the gym. Okay. And let's just look at it from the outside scope here. I know we're all human beings. I know we're all busy. I know we have shit going on in our lives. So, not every single time when we say that we don't have time doesn't mean that we, actually do have time in our line, right? I understand that there's shit that goes on, but most of the time, and again, if you're listening to this, you know this is you. Most of the time, you do have the time, but you lie to yourself and you say you don't. All right. So if you don't have time for the gym, I'm respectfully going to tell you to shut up. All right, bro. The reason why is because most men or most human beings, for fuck's sake, do have the time and they lie to themselves about not having the time. All right. Like that's something I want you to understand here. Okay. How many times have you just think about it when you were a kid and you're like you had to do homework? Remember that shit? Remember that shit? And you told yourself, I know I have to do this homework, but I'd rather do something more fun right now, something more engaging right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like doing this because it just doesn't interest me. And because I don't feel like it, I'm going to create whatever excuse, whatever lie that I think I need to in order to get out of this. And that's the sort of thing that happens not just with workouts, but with many things. And I'll be honest with you, I personally have done that. I've been the type of person to lie my way out of situations. I've been the type of person to, you know, just beat around the bush. I've been the type of person to not be as like honest with myself or others as I should be. Right. And again, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. So if you're the type of person that isn't like entirely honest about your entire life or about the way you carry yourself and all these other things, then it's likely that you treat yourself that way. Okay, so this episode is going to be related to tough love. I will be waking you up, give you a little bit of a slap in the face that you need, but the whole point of this episode is to really shake you up and get you ready to go to the gym because I know you've been neglecting yourself. All right, that's why you're listening to this. You think you don't have time. You know you do, but you think you don't. And the truth of the matter is, it's not that you don't have time, it's just that you don't give a shit. You don't really care enough. It's the same reason why you do all the other things to yourself that are self-sabotaging. You don't really care enough. It's either you don't care enough or you're afraid or something's going on, right? But there is the truth and you are running away from it. Okay, let's really dive into it, okay? The same men who say they don't have time to go to the gym are the same men that, have time to go to the club on Saturday, or the same men that, watched Adesanya lose his title this past weekend. Okay, the same man that never missed a ball game or never missed a night out at the bar with the dudes. You know what I'm saying? That's true. That's just true. Okay, a lot of you guys don't view the gym as important. You don't view your health as important, so you don't really think it's worth like committing to. So you're going to come up with every excuse as to why you don't have the time to do it. And I'm not saying that you don't think you don't value your life. I know you probably looking at yourself in the mirror are like, yo, I do value my life. Like, what are you talking about? But if you look at your actions, it's not so much the truth. Like actions do speak louder than words. Like the reason why you're obese, the reason why you're fat isn't because you think that you deserve to be fat. It's because your actions led you to being fat. Okay? I'm going to repeat that again. The reason why you're fat isn't because you think you deserve to be fat, right? It's because you do the actions that make you fat. Like nobody wants to be in a bad position. And they say that. They look at the mirror, they look at themselves, I don't want to be in a bad position. But then they continue to act in a way that puts them in a bad position. And that's just human psychology. We do fucked up shit. It's just how we are. But the only way we can fix it is if we become aware of it. Okay, like look, I know you're busy. Some of you guys are legitimately busy, right? And if you aren't busy, and you have the time to go to the gym and you're making these excuses up and you have time to do all this other bullshit, then I'm going to tell you, just fucking grow a pair. Just grow a pair of balls, right? But most of you guys, some of you guys actually that do have shit going on in your lives, you know, you got your kids to pick up from school, you got your shift to clock into, you know, you got your errands to run. You actually have things to do, and I feel you. Like some of you men are spread way too thin between your families, work, and everything else that you're doing, and you genuinely cannot seem to find the time. And like, as much as I agree with you, as much as I agree with the fact that you're spread too thin between work, between your kids, your family, or whatever it is, like for those that legitimately have excuses, as much as I agree with you, I still think you can make time. Just think about it. Think about the last time you were serious about something. For example, going to work to pay the bills. You know, you went to bed earlier, you woke up earlier, you took faster shits on the toilet, and you even sped walk out of the house. You did every fucking thing that you could do to make it happen. Right? And if you can do that for an hourly wage or a salary, which again, guys, you can easily be replaced with that as soon as your health goes to shit, right? When you can't show up for your shift, someone's going to replace you. All right. Why not prioritize yourself and get it done? Why not prioritize yourself and just make it fucking work? Like, taking care of your health is the only fucking job in the world where you cannot be replaced. Like, nobody else can take care of your health for you. You could even hire a coach. Just because you have a coach doesn't mean you're going to get healthier because you pay a coach. You have to do the fucking work. And it has, honestly, if you don't do the work, it has the biggest consequences if you neglect it. Like a shorter life, poor self-image, less confidence, lower quality friendships, and a garbage mindset and belief system. The list goes on. Okay? But if you do decide to commit to it and make it happen no matter fucking what, the list has great upsides. That list that I was just talking about, there is a complete opposite of it. Like a longer life, real charisma, true confidence, high quality friendships, an impenetrable mindset, contagious and infectious aura. And that's only the beginning. Like, it starts once you actually start to treat yourself better. And this isn't just physically, but also mentally. And I'll be completely vulnerable here. I've got the physical part down check. But when it comes to the mental part, there are still some character flaws that I do have that do hold me back. But the fact that I keep in check with my physical makes me look at the mirror and say, does my mind match my body? My body looks good, but how does my mind actually look? Like when I reflect, and I have fucking flaws, and I'm going to be honest with you. But the fact that I keep myself physically fit keeps me enough in check to look at myself mentally and say, what the fuck's going on here? Whereas you, who doesn't even keep yourself physically fit, won't even audit yourself to that degree because you don't even, there's nothing of the sort in your life that's going on. You are already not checking yourself in any department. So how the fuck could you identify any issue? I'm not saying that because you get a six pack, you automatically become mentally strong and this and that. Like, no. But if you're doing one thing right, it's likely that even if you're doing other things wrong, you're going to audit yourself and figure out what to do right because you're doing one thing. Okay? So you have to make the time to do this for yourself, regardless of how hard it fucking is. All right? Like, let's be honest here. People treat you better when you treat yourself better. That goes physically, that goes mentally. If you fucking lie to yourself, you're going to lie to other people. Okay? And that's going to make you feel like shit because you're going to feel worthless. You're going to feel like you're, always begging for people's approval, that you're never going to be accepted. And that only comes from within. Sure, it might have happened, as you're a child growing up, whatever it is. But if you are lying to yourself, you are lying to other people. And if you're lying to other people, you'll never have real relationships, never have real friendships. And you'll just be fucked. Like, the quality of your life will go down, regardless of how good you look, regardless of how much effort you put into yourself physically. Like, I understand the physical aspect is very important, and I'll always stress that to the death of me. But it's nothing without your mentality because you can't sustain it. Does that make sense? Okay? Like, does that make sense? And I want you to be aware of this because I want you to focus on your physical health, look at yourself in the mirror, gain that confidence, and then also look at other places in your life where you need to improve and really put an emphasis on it. So that not only do you achieve what you want physically, but mentally you'll be checked off so you can actually maintain it. You don't want to be in an ebb and a flow all the time. You want to be as consistent as possible, right? And the only way to do that is to literally just do the work, regardless of how you feel, regardless of what fucking time it is. If it's raining, if it's snowing, you have to do the work physically, mentally. Again, people treat you better when you treat yourself better, physically and mentally. Guys, if you can't wake up earlier to hit the gym, work out after your shift. If you can't hit the gym, just do it at home. Okay? If like even if push-ups or sit-ups or dips or air squats, whatever you have, do anything, okay, with no equipment. Just do fucking something. All right? Even if it's a long walk because you don't have a treadmill at home. Can't afford pre-workout? Drink black coffee. Can't meal prep? Yes, you fucking can. Make time for it. You're already eating out. You're eating a bunch of shit. You're waiting for that food to be delivered to you. Instead of waiting for that food to be delivered to you, cook. I don't have enough time. That's fluent bitch for it's not important enough. And I'm telling you that personally. Not because I'm attacking you, but because I've done this myself several times. I don't speak from a pedestal. I speak from experience. Man to man, you have to make this happen. You have to make the time. You have to get serious. Like just stare at the mirror and look at yourself. Look at everything that you want to change and then visualize yourself without it. Okay? Those love handles you have, look at them. Stare at them in the fucking mirror. Gone. Man boobs disappeared. Homer Simpson gut, that big ass gut that you got, make you look pregnant as fuck, burned to the ground. If you don't look at yourself and like audit yourself physically and mentally and make the fucking time to do the fucking work, your anxiety, your depression, your poor self-image and self-hatred will keep running laps around you until you completely give up on yourself. And that's the worst place to be in. I speak with experience. You will end up a prisoner in your body in your old age. And that's even if you make it to your old age. Okay? It's no surprise that men kill themselves more than any other type of human being ever. That's just the mental aspect of this. You don't like your self-image. You don't like the way people treat you. You don't like the way you treat yourself, so on and so forth. And then on top of that, your body has these new conditions. Your fucking back hurts. Okay? You can't digest food properly. You're always bloated. You're always sleepy. You can't focus. Again, part of your diet. Heart issues. You can't breathe. You have sleep apnea. That's if you make it to old age. So be aware, guys. Make the fucking time. It is that important. Believe me, it's that important. Do not give up. I fucking believe in you, dude. Make it happen, soldier. That's it. That's all. If you like this episode, share it out with a friend. I hope I was able to deliver a valuable experience to y'all today. If you need some help, if you need someone in your corner, shoot me a DM on Instagram, on TikTok, YouTube, wherever you're watching this. And I'll be glad to help you out. If you need someone to talk to, just reach out to me. I'll be glad to help if I do have the time. All right? It's been nice chatting. Hope you like what today's topic was about. IFBB Pro Matt Butale signing out. Boom. All right, folks. I appreciate your support today. I got some comments and questions here on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Asaf, what's good there on YouTube? I see you, bro. He says, I needed this blunt message. I'm glad that you got this message, dude. I'm glad that you got this message. I'm glad that you needed it. And I'm more than glad that you tuned in because you saw the title and then you knew what time it was. So shout out to you. And also, I appreciate your support. Let's get on into this one here. Lizzie, what's good? K-Dot, what's up? Jay, what's happening? Kay says, I've been trying to get into the gym lately. I got to figure shit out, how to manage to get there and stuff. I generally don't think I can physically walk to the closest gym, which is an hour away from me. Okay, that's hard. But if you have $5 change, break it in half, hit the bus. Don't have enough change for the bus? Well, fucking beg the bus driver. Go on the bus, dude. I know you're a young guy. Figure out how to get there. Make it fucking happen. If it's important enough, it will happen. I did the same thing when I was your age. He says, my brother's been going, so I might try to go with him. Perfect. Go with your brother. Don't say I might try. Fucking go with him. Go with him, man. You need this. This is for you, dog. K-Dot says, phone keeps disconnecting me, but this is pretty motivational. I appreciate you, dog. Lizzie, I see your comments. I appreciate you. I appreciate the fact that you're always tuning in here and you're one of my biggest supporters. Bro, literally speaking to me, K-Dot says, you're so right. I wish you could train me in person. I don't do in-person training. It's all online. Arash, what's good? What is your take on diet soda? Diet soda, it's fine. It's like water. You know, it's empty calories. I wouldn't recommend getting your fill on it because it is carbonated. Just drink water, dude. You don't need to drink soda. Like, and if you need to, then you need to work on your discipline. You know what I'm saying? Like diet soda, I'm not going to demonize it. I'm not going to say that, you know, you're bad for drinking it, but if you're drinking diet soda, you should just be drinking water, right? Personally, I don't choose diet soda because I just don't like the taste of it. If I want to have something like that, I will have the original soda with the sugars and, you know, not empty calories, simply because I prefer it, right? I don't like the taste of diet soda, but most of my fluid intake, if not 99.9% of it, is water, right? 5, 6, 7 liters, depending on what I'm doing, of water a day, right? Just drink fucking water, dude. You don't need soda. It's more expensive too. Save your money. All right, let's look at TikTok. Austin says, don't have the time on TikTok for an. Then, yeah, dude, I love that. Austin, I know you're not here anymore, but I love that. He says, I don't have the time, but then you scroll on TikTok for a fucking hour, right? Isn't that something? I love that. Honestly, I didn't think of that. That's good. Appreciate you, Austin. He says, taking off now, Matt, buddy. Pre-kicked in. Love it. Love it. Love it, bro. Austin says, take care, bro, and keep the videos coming. Absolutely, dog. Shout out to you, Austin. OG supporter. Absolutely, man. Thank you. Appreciate you, homie. Thanks for listening, Asaf. Thank you guys and girls for giving me your attention today. We'll be back again tomorrow with another podcast episode. If you want to catch the replay on this or listen to this while you're doing cardio or anything like that, you can definitely check it out on YouTube. You can just search me, Matt Butale, MATT space BUTALE, or you can check out Meathead on the Mic podcast. It's on iTunes or Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Today, this episode is what is this? Episode 208. I mislabeled it on YouTube, but it's episode 208. You will be able to see it. Hope you guys and girls have an amazing day. We're out, bro. I see you, bro. Some gaining tips, bro. Shoot me a DM. We'll chat.